we would just like to inform you that this video will be used for educational purposes and will be recorded in the fulfillment of leadership and decision making and will be posted in YouTube for educational purposes for other people to learn and gain accessibility. Do we have your permission to, sir?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So we shall begin with the first question, sir. So our first question is, what does leadership mean to you?
Okay. For me, leadership is it's like the heart of an organization or group of men that were given a common task and mission to accomplish. So that's through my on my own words and because of through my experience. That's the meaning of a leadership to me.
Thank you very much, sir. So let us move on to the next question. May you please describe the key actions and behaviors of the person that you've experienced as your best leader?
Of course, through my experience, not all my leaders are good ones, and I have just chosen a few, and I've picked one of their best traits as a leader. So number one is management, no? Number one is management, and also how they treat their personnel through their welfare. Number one is their welfare of the personnel. Without that traits, you cannot accomplish any mission or task. Kung hindi mo tinitingnan kung ano yung kalagayan ng mga tao mo. So, and also they should have motivation and the support. And lastly is the communication. We should have always an open communication to the leader and to the subordinate so that we can accomplish the mission easily.
Well, thank you, sir. That was a very insightful about the characteristics that you have gathered from your previous leaders. Not all of them are the best, but you have highlighted some certain elements like communication and concern for the welfare. That is truly inspiring po. So for our next question is, are leaders born or made?
Okay. So for me, we have different palagay natin sa buhay. So for me, it is made. It's not born. There are leaders na in our schooling, sample in our schooling, we have the elementary when we yung unang pag-aaral namin when we are elementary, high school, and college, and we are working. Kapag nag-work na tayo, sometimes those yung mga regular student lang yung doesn't excel, no? Sometimes they're the one who is successful in life. Bakit kamo? Bakit kamo? Kaya sabi ko it's not born, it was made. Kasi sometimes when through the years habang nagkakaroon sila experience, especially number one is what I call the street smart. You should be a street smart. No? Kasi pagdating sa real world, yung schooling, hindi lang yun ang dapat i-consider mo pagdating na ng if you are handling personnel, you are handling companies, those things.
So for our next question is, what is a role model?
Okay, for me, a role model is number one. He take care of his personnel. Take care of the personnel, the welfare, the support, and number one is he walk the talk. It's not just instruction, hindi lang yung mga utos, whatever. He should set example. He set example kung sinabi like basic. Basic is at least early morning, kailangan ikaw din yung unang maaga sa opisina. Ikaw yun na, ipakita mo sa mga personnel mo, if ever man opisina, no? If ever man opisina, ikaw yung maun. And thirdly is, sa instruction, in any instruction, in a 100% instruction, there are only 1% instruction. The 99% it should be the supervision. Tandaan yan, 99% is the supervision. Ibig sabihin, yung utos mo, 1% lang yon. Pero kailangan i-supervise mo, nandun ka, tignan mo kung tama yung ginagawa niya. Kundi, life ang kwan. Sa amin, life ang at stake.
So our next question is, in what ways are role models important for leaders?
Of course, napaka-importante ang role model. Because, just some example, no, in a organization or company or any group of organization, giving example or giving highlight to a person, to a role model para gayahin ng ibang personal mo, no? So we inject rewards. Number one, sa good leadership, you should inject rewards. So, parang ipakita mo sa mga kasamahan nila na itong role model natin na ito dapat ang gayahin natin. Then, paano nila gagayahin? You should give rewards. Ibig sabihin, i-highlight mo siya, i-specialize mo siya, give them monetary rewards or whatever ganyan, especially kapag meron tayong moral gatherings, ganyan bagay. So, you give mention. You mention this personnel na role models natin para i-imitate ng mga kasamahan natin o kapwa leader.
Thank you very much, po. So let's move on to the next question. Who are your role models and what are their characteristics?
As a while ago na nasabi ko so my role models, although di nyo kilala, so I want mention names which sa books lang natin siya na nakikita. Like, siyempre, ano ba yung mga nasa books lang natin na nakikita? Like Andres Bonifacio, o yung mga heroes natin, pero which hindi ko naman sila, sa books lang natin sila nabasa. Pero ang magiging role model ko siguro, yung mga immediate superior ko. When I'm still in the service, yung just mention them, although you don't know them, like General Esplana, General Martin, General, all those generals na naging role model ko and my superior. So, they teach me, no? So, number one, so as parang leadership reading, yung nakita ko sa nila is the responsibility. Number one, the responsibility and their how to motivate men, their management, their support. Number one is their support. So those things, no? Those things. So although you don't know this, pero this mga taong ito, they are my immediate. Kasi I've experienced and I learned from them. And gawan siguro yung kilala nyo ngayon is our current chief of staff who is my classmate, General Omet Browner.
Sir, so let's move on to the other questions. So, what have you learned from everything you share about the role models in your life, po?
Role model natin is our mother and father.
So you've mentioned a few names of a general sponsor in your field. So have they shown a fatherly figure in setting an example or being a teacher, po?
Yes, kasi doon ko rin natutunan sa kanila how I when I'm already the leader, no? So I get it from them, no? Na kailangan number one, titingnan din nila yung sinabi ko, especially the welfare. Kasi if you number one yung consideration ng welfare ng personal mo, kasi they cannot accomplish any mission kung low moral sila. It should be always in a high spirit ang mga personnel. So when I'm still a subordinate, I should be in a high spirit. I should be in a high moral to accomplish my mission. So yun ang number one na nakita ko. So I implement it. Hindi pwede yung masama loob, may may dinadamdam ang iyong mga personnel at at hindi sila makaka-accomplish ng any task or mission at hindi magiging maganda ang outcome ng trabaho.
Can you please give an example on how they implemented that idea that you've now implemented yourself?
Example of the moral? Like what? Like giving rewards, no? So, in the armed forces, pag nakapag-accomplish ka ng mission mo, there are medals, no? Medals, you will be given medals, like the Medal of Valor or the any rewards na bibigay sa inyo, tapos and with compensation, no? With compensation, and other than that, you will be given a vacation. So you can go home with your family. That's already a simple rewards. Okay, I will be giving you, because you accomplish your mission, you are given 3 days to go home.
So, in our other questions, what can leaders do to help others in the organization see the future?
You should adapt change. Yun ang nasabi ko kanina. Sa kapwa leader natin, change is inevitable. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo pwedeng hindi tanggapin ang change. Talagang everyday we change, mayroong new innovation. So, you overcome, you adapt.
So, our next question is, what are some of the actions you take to create a climate for change and encourage risk-taking?
Sa experience ko, taking risk. Taking risk is yung although lahat ng trabaho namin is risky naman, no? Risky naman. So if we're being given a task, no? Na without equipment, kulang ang support, kulang ang personnel, walang no communication, walang radios, walang vehicles, no? Na mayroon kang i-accomplish na tasking. So, just like you walk. You go to the puntahan mo yung talagang location. So, innovate. So, kahit na kulang yung support, you can innovate. Ibig sabihin, nasa country tayo na hindi desierto. No? So,
thank you very much, po. So, how did it involve risk-taking in that situation, po? And how did you observe a change?
So, nagkaroon ng observation ng change kasi hindi lang naman ako, it's not my unit lang ang meron tasking na ganun jay. Sa Mindanao, every unit, so in the process, we are not just warriors, no? We are not just warriors. We are teachers, we are mechanics, we are cooks, everything, jack of all trades kami. Kapag dumating kami sa isang area, we teach, tuturo kami, no? We build houses sa mga tao. We build bridges, we build roads, no? We are especially calamities. We are the first responders to any calamities, no? So, those things, dun sa initiative ng bawat leader, like calamities. Sa first world countries, automatic helicopter, rubber boats, whatever. Yan. So, ano gagawin natin pag floods? Wala naman kami rubber boats pa. So, we initiate, Jai. Kuha kami ng mga lags. Na meron lags, na pagdudugtog-tugin ng lags, para lang makarating kami sa isang isla, gagawin nyo para lang gawing bangka. Para paglagyan na ng mga tao to rescue these people, no? Rescue these people, tapos we create tents na lang para meron silang shelters. Those things. So we have very lot of experience sa ganyang bagay. As we know naman, third world countries na nakikita nyo naman yung calamities. Kung nakikita nyo dun sa mga, although ngayon na lang, kasi na medyo high-tech na ang mga TV stations natin, nakakarating na rin sa mga lugar ng calamities. Mga how many hours before after calamities. Not like a few years back. Wala na. I mean, bago makarating yung news doon, tapos na ang gera. So, matagal na namin ginagawa yan. Sa first responder kami, kung ano yung indigenous materials na pwedeng gamitin doon, ginagamit namin. Nagagawa namin ng paraan. Kasi to accomplish our mission. For the Filipino people and to our nation. Ganun yan.
For our next question po is, should leaders let their constituents or personnel fail? And please explain your answer.
Of course, no. You should not let your subordinate to fail. Especially they're given a task, no? Like in our part, in our true experience, siyempre, mission, there are mission. So, in every mission, kasi sa mission namin as an army, you operate. There is a yung tinatawag natin na sightings. Merong kalaban doon. So, ang failure sa amin is kami yung tao ko ang mamamatay, yung rebelde ang mananalo. So that is a no? And so why should we not yan ang pinaka-worst, yung accomplishment is hindi ma-accomplish because there will be a precedence. Ibig sabihin, failure na siya. So every time, okay lang yung failure. Ang failure sa amin, life is at stake. So that's why. That's my explanation.
So for our next question is, how can leaders create a climate of trust and facilitate relationships among people in a work team?
There should be an open communication, no? So if you will create a trust to your personnel, you should attend to their welfare, and so just a while ago I said walk the talk, you set example, and is there a problem? Don't sleep on it.
Okay, so our next question po is, what are 3 things that can be done to improve in each leadership practice?
You should be responsible for every action that you will make and decision, and never stop learning. There is you should be always have a training for that purpose, and be responsive to the needs of the personnel.
So in relation to what you have said about always learning, what are 3 things that you can do to continue learning to be a better leader?
You send them to the schools, right? Because almost every 3 years, we are obliged to go on schooling, to have any specialization schooling, those things, no? It's not just the basic soldiery. You should also learn the specializations, like the warfare, the special forces, the rangers, and even office works, communications, even literacy, the computers, all those things. You send them to schools. Just like sa work natin, okay, to experience no? Sa struggle there are times na, especially nung unang panahon, yung salary ng soldier is not enough, no? Just not enough. So you cannot, yung salary ng soldier, you cannot send your children to school, to a decent school, no? So you have to find ways. You have to find ways how to cope with that situation. So you cannot say, you file for a loan. Mag-loan ka, Kasi ako naman, allowed naman sa amin na mag-loan. Then, 2 years, mababayaran mo rin naman yun. So that's it.
Okay, thank you very much po, sir. So for our next question is, how do you monitor the performance of individual team members, and in what specific ways do you motivate your team?
As I said, this instruction is only 1% and 99% are supervision. And show example, set example, uh, 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 kailangan utusan mo silang sumugod sa gera, kailangan nandun ka rin. Not that na you give them a mission na which you stay behind. You also go with them, walk with them, you eat with them, you fight with them.
Thank you very much po, sir. And for our last question is, how would you describe your leadership style?
I say that very soft-hearted, you know, very soft-hearted ako. Sometimes even if may shortcoming or failure ng aking mga personnel is I give them second chance. I'll show them how. Never akong nag-relieve ng personnel na nagkaroon ng failure sa mission niya. I motivate them. I'll give them second chance, third chances. Kasi I don't want them to fail, no? So, hindi ako harsh, hindi ako dogmatic, hindi ako ganun na tao. Hindi ako nanununtok. Number one, I look up for the welfare. Number one, the welfare ng family ng aking mga subordinates. So, and I encourage them also na, so I set examples. So I encourage them to do better. Hindi ako mahigpit. Siguro cool lang ako, cool. So maybe yung pagiging cool ko, I graduated. I managed to retire with minor injuries lang for the past 32 years. Siguro, yun ang God gave me that reward also. That's my style. Yeah.
Thank you po. So that's it for our questions po. Let's just wait for a few of our members for our photo opportunity.